Hello everyone. Recently, I decided to just start to recording few videos for showing the interesting project and also discuss here be a place to discuss about the software development concept, data science concept, and actually the interesting things that we are working on it on a company have found recently, which name of this JRJ solution. Basically, my brother and I, uh, from 2 years ago, we decided to just solving a big challenge, which is in incoming videos. I will discuss about it and I will show you how we did solve those problems. But we found that we start to just solving that problem, and then recently we found the business name JRJ Solution. Let's just share my screen. And here is our website, JRJ Solution. The JRJ comes from Jason Roy Jafari. And this is a United States LLC based company. And our promise is bring the high quality and custom AI machine learning and other solutions to the companies with the cost effective way and efficient way, and at the same time, reusable and scalable way. So this is our team. Feel free if you wanted to just see more detail about me and my brother in this company. And actually, recently we had a success on a project which name is JRJ Vest. And basically, the JRJ Vest is a project that we build set of tool set and algorithm and analytic tools helping the investors, actually active investors, to get a better success. And I will just discuss about that. But the reason for tonight, actually right now is 4 a.m. Eastern time. The reason that I decided to starting recording this video is about basically in the JRJ West, we try to solving the problem of is it possible to predict the future price of the any markets, and we have worked on that since 2 years ago, actually 3 years ago. Yeah, in next 3 months going to be 3 years. And basically right now, long story short is if we are interested to see what is the JRJ working, basically we have kind of the algorithmic way to just trading, and we actively working on US stock market, and we have set up strategy, and we have aggressive, moderate, and conservative way, and we have the weekly ROI, etc., and we have the benchmark of it, the S&P 500. But if I wanted to just show you that one of the both how things working since February this year, basically we have a bot, which is this one is the paper trading account, which is we found it on February, actually here, we start that on February. That bot is alpaca bot, and we basically for 1 year, not 1 year, it's right now is November 4th, and over this almost 10 months, we were able to success grossing that account for 45%. And the orange line that you see, the blue line is going to be our bot for performance, and the orange line that you see is the S&P 500 bot, S&P 500, performance over this time. So as you see, we are able to beating the S&P 500, which is the most aggressive, index in the US stock market, and we are confident about how we just solving that problem and how right now we getting the advantages of that. But the reason of this video is not about that. I just want to show you that basically as a JRJ, in a JRJ Vest, we have set of tools, set of mechanism, and set of strategy, and etc. that is going to be enable us to have such a thing. And one of the principle of tools that we are using is basically that we have a huge number of models, that those models basically are predictor models that we will using those for the sake of prediction. And as you see, actually we have about 100,000 models that is trained over the time, and we just train that and we just using it as a one module. Actually, let's just show you here. 1 minute. We also in the JRJ solution we found JRJ model really. Yeah, and this module actually is helping us to having whatever classical machine learning or whatever Python serializable object can be saved at the state of that moment of the code, and just basically in a Python environment we have a concept of serialization. We name it pickle, which is we don't use the pickle, but imagine that we just saving the state of the code, the function or object or etc. in the one file, and then we can just reuse it in other time. But the JRJ model registry actually is solving the task of having the model, register it to the somewhere, and controlling that the metadata of that, and also at the same time, if we would like to just serving it and running it in the production way, which is there is, I believe, good documentation, and I already recorded the video other day. But yeah, this is a model registry, and with the help of the model registry, right now we have kind of 100,000 model for many stock indexes, and also recently we enable our system to have model registry for stock market, which is, for example, for the forex market, EUR, USD, and for only Europe per dollar, we have about something like 500, 400 and few models that will help us to just get the prediction about. And with help of that model registry, basically we will be able, since we have those models as a predictor, we will be able to just doing prediction at the time of the market is running. And this weekend, actually, I started working on a project that running the backtest. Actually, the goal was not for backtest, writing the expert advisor on the platform of the MetaTrader, and the MetaTrader if you start trading, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, something like that, there was this MetaTrader was the only platform to be just, able to just trading. And it is still the MetaTrader 4, it is still valid, and many of the brokers working on the Forex market, CFD markets, gold, silver, etc. They just using the MetaTrader as a main platform. Many of them using the MetaTrader 5 as well. The reason that I right now for this specific task is I start with the MetaTrader 4 because many years ago I actually writing lots of expert advisor, and that those expert advisor purpose was about to having the automated trading, which is the MetaTrader enabling you to just doing that. And there is a language syntax which name is MQL, and the MQL it's near the language something like a C++, which is I'm not a C++ developer actually, but I am developer. I understand the code, and I remember I wrote few expert and advisor indicator, etc. So I am kind of familiar with that, but this expert advisor is just using differently. Basically, I put the JRJ Forex expert advisor 002, and this expert advisor, the task of that is about to having one expert advisor calling the JRJ Vest resources for the prediction, for task of prediction, for getting the decision making, that the how much of the volume you need to just go to the market for buying or selling and etc. and do all of the calculation, and just using that and enabling us to do the start Forex trading in a live mode with the real money as well. And actually, the reason that today I just starting recording this video is about that as you see, this expert advisor from the time that I just configured is about 2019, January to 2019, June. It just run that for the Forex market, and the graph it just show it's a start with the 10,000, and it's come up with something like a 400,000 gross, which is not happening in the real monies. The reason that it has a good performance, actually, basically we train our model with these historical models, with this historical data, so definitely can we do a nice job. And as you see, there is no drawdown on that. And if I go to the report of that, if you check, the initial deposit was 10,000, and let's go to the 340K, and it just getting profit gain about 428,000, and just loss of the 89,000. And the drawdown of that is not that bad. Max drawdown was 10%, and lots of position having the short positions, something like some numbers here, which is not important actually. And the graph is actually is kind of good, that if you enabling the data science method and knowledge, and also combine it with the software development, actually you will be able to just solving that complex task of dealing with the market and just running it and just getting the success. I cannot say right now that our model for the Forex market is success, which is we didn't start it in the live trading, but as a cool things right now, I would like to just starting that strategy again, and you see how actually our model is just getting the orders and how just closing and working like that. I'm gonna just start again this expert advisor, and to for the sake of knowing how the expert how our expert advisor is actually working. Let's just see. Can I find the code? Yeah. Basically, this expert advisor is nothing other than, creating the account, creating the position, etc., and just having this information enabled and calling the API of the JRJ Vest. And based on that, come back based on the result coming. If the decision is buy, just buying, put the buy order. If the decision is sell, putting the sell order. And if the decision is about closing the order, just close. And if the decision is just close all of the order, is that, not more than that. So it's not the expert advisor for the MetaTrader. It's a one tool that enable us to just do the automated trading in a old-fashioned, like a MetaTrader working. And the logic behind of that is basically our APIs in the JRJ Vest, which is doing calculation, decision making, etc., which is I'm not recording this video for this task to show how we just solved that. I just want to show you how cool it is. So I'm gonna go and just start this again, and as you see, it just start. Let's just pause it, and if I go showing you at 2019 January, just get the 2 buy order, and it's not closed yet. I will just running it for a few days of that and see how perform doing this model, actually doing that. So let's just see. You see it's getting the buy position and at the same time getting the sell position. And the reason for that, we have certain target time frame in our models, and each of them working individually, and each of them just doing their own prediction models, their own set of decision making, their own, they are isolated. But for this task to just having only, for example, for euro per dollar, to showing that if the JRJ West wanted to invest on the euro per dollar, it's going to be trading like that based on the probability values and based on decision making algorithms there and optimization tools there. So it just getting the position like that by calling the API. And we'll just show you the API. As you see, the API here is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kind of the time frame specifically working, and it just tell, okay, this is just not do anything right now. And as if I just show you, it's not doing any other trade yet. And if the order comes something like just close that order, it's going to be close that, or close all, or just buy or sell. It's doing that kind of thing like that. And if I go to the graph, actually, you see it's just getting the position, and right now you see many buy position just picked, and those position basically it's going to be right now they are in the profit, and it just waiting because the probability model is just showing, for example, it's go and grab buy. For example, as you see, it's just right now closing few and only for 7 days, which is actually 6 days, it gets something like a right now the account balance. Let's just see if am I able to, if I go to here, let's just do cool things here. We can just see the account balance as well. I'm gonna go and put my debugger, and here it just show the balance. So if I come back and start it, so the balance of that, the balance account of that, starting from 10,000 right now is about 10,800 for only 8 days. It investment of the $10,000. So again, this I am the reason that I'm recording that video is not the intent to just engage anyone to just using things. I just want to show that how cool can be, achievement if you put your dedication and working on different problem, and just how you can just having the product that you can just proud of it. So as you see, it just go to 10,700 for 7 days, and it just keep continue trading. And I believe if I just up and running the one computer and putting this expert advisor, we're gonna see. And if I start such a way, I will try to just provide the account statement somehow for showing it if you are interested to see that. And yeah, actually that's pretty much of it. Let's just see the graph, and it's going to be go up because the models train with the historical data, and we are just doing on the historical data, so the performance is great like that. But we need to see how things well working on the live trading, which is in incoming weeks. I will try to just making it live and try to make a record a video on it and just showing it, and you can just see how things is working. Last word, if you wanted to just be in touch with me or my brother, as JRJ company website is jrjsolutions.com, and you can just, if you wanted to just reach me, it is my LinkedIn. And also feel free if you wanted to just reach Roy as well. And this is what this is us. And yeah, thank you so much to watching this recording. And yeah, okay, close it. Yeah. Stop sharing. Bye.